What would you say if you could learn one thing from this next 5 minutes that would change the way that you interact with your intimate partners from this point forward into your life? That this one thing would transform your relationships and your role in your relationships so much that never again would you have a need to be in relationship. When you find yourself in a relationship, you're there because you want to be. That's what's coming up in the next few minutes. My name is Steve Sweeney, and I am the founder of Extraordinary Relationships. This one thing is two parts. Two questions that we can ask ourselves. Now, the first question, which is crucial, is what is it that I have been trying to get from each lover, each partner that I have had in the past? So I ask you to review your relationship history and look at what were the major sticking points for you in relationship. So what you were telling yourself in your own head, he's never blah, blah, blah. She's never blah, blah, blah. I can't get blah, blah, blah. When will they ever blah, blah, blah. So what are you trying to get from them? So for some of us, it's as simple as, I'm looking for love. I'm looking for love. Well, what does that mean? I'm looking for love. How will you know when you've found love? What does love look like for you? Are you really after love, or are you after something different? It's associated with love, and it can be mistaken for love, but that's what you really want. And you're not going to feel loved until you get it. And that something could be, I want to feel connected. So it's a sense of connection that you're seeking from another human being. It's a sense of oneness with another human being. And this is where sex comes in. And often our addiction to great sex is that there's that sense of oneness that you have when you're exchanging that intimate, erotic pleasure with another human being. And you're experiencing orgasm together, and you have that sense of oneness and connection. Which, however, is not a great foundation for a long-term relationship, as I have found to my great cost, as have many others. So you want love, you want connection, but what else do we want? Some of us want respect. Some of us want to be seen. We just want to be seen. We want to be seen and be seen to be okay, just as we are. We want to be given permission to be ourselves. We want to be supported. But what does support actually look like? So when you ask yourself this question, what is it that I'm seeking from the other? Drill down. Don't be satisfied with the first answer. Keep asking yourself, what's under this? What's under that? So I want to be loved. So how will I know what that looks like? I want respect. So how do I know that I'm being respected? Is it something that I'm feeling in my body? Is it something that I'm hearing with my ears? That I'm understanding? That I'm seeing with my eyes? How am I getting that I'm being respected? That I'm being loved, cared for, acknowledged? So seek what it is that you're looking for in the other. And often, at the core of the ongoing conflicts in a long-term relationship or a committed relationship, you'll find that there's something in there that you were wanting which you weren't getting. Now, the second part to this is once you've identified what it is you are seeking, the next step is to find a way to give it to yourself. find a way so that you can give it, provide it for yourself. So if you're wanting connection from somebody else, that could be an indicator that there's a need for some connection with self. If you're wanting some intimacy with somebody else, there's some intimacy here. If there's respect, if there's honouring, if there's a being seen, how can you see yourself? How can you give yourself the respect that you need? How can you provide the boundaries that you need to feel respected, to feel cared for, to feel loved, to feel appreciated? So that's that secret. This is the one thing. Ask yourself, what have I been looking for in the other person? And then find a way to provide this thing. And that will most definitely take you into another realm, another layer of personal responsibility in relationships. And from this point forward, you don't need to be in a relationship, because what you're seeking, you're giving yourself. And so the relationships that you enter, you're entering them because you want to.